Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to change the rear pads and rotors on my Toyota Avalon.
Alright, so to remove the brake caliper, we're going to want to remove a bolt here. There's another bolt here with me. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. We're going to want to remove this bolt, this bolt, this bolt, let's see, this one, and the other one down there right here. So we're going to remove those 4 bolts. Whenever you remove those 4, then we're going to have access to basically remove this and just pull it straight off. And then basically each brake pad, you have one here, and you'll just be able to pull those out like that. So next clip we'll have this off and get to work on removing the rotor. Alright, so I finally gotten the rotor off. Basically, let's see, remove the caliper here. This was connected by two 14mm bolts. The rotor was also connected with 2 additional 14mm bolts. If you kind of look back here, this is one of the mounting holes right there, and then there's another one on the bottom. You really can't miss them. And I think this is actually the same for newer model Avalons as well. So basically we got this off, and we're going to note this hole here because that's where we're going to want to line up our new rotor. And I can actually tell this one's been remachined a few times. So I don't have the tools to do that, but anyways, we're going to just remove this. Our hole is facing up. Place that aside, and you'll want to basically inspect here. Let me get my light here, and you'll just want to make sure you inspect everything, make sure everything is still good. So the springs are still attached. We've got the shoes here. They don't look like they're too worn. Apparently they're supposed to be pretty thin, and everything generally looks okay. So basically we're going to then go ahead and, oh goodness, this is really something else here. We're going to take our new caliper, or sorry, new rotor, keep on getting these names mixed up here, and we're going to put it on like so. So this, another thing that I failed to mention earlier was the old rotor was pretty difficult to take off, and what I actually ended up doing was I just took we got a 10mm bolt here, and I basically screwed it into these holes here to basically pull the rotor loose, and you kind of just had to screw it in a little bit on each side. This new rotor doesn't have those 2 holes, so this is non-OEM, yada yada yada. This is Duralast from AutoZone, but it'll work for my purposes, so it'll just be a little harder to get off in the future. But if you can, try to get the rotors with the holes on the side so that you can use those holes to then remove by just screwing a bolt in there. Alright, so I've got my my caliper here. What I failed to mention was that you do want to back this out, and to do that, I actually just have a spring compressor that I've got for changing struts, for compressing the struts. But basically, you want to use any sort of clamp, and this little inner circle is going to be extended by about probably a centimeter or 2, and you want to compress that and push that back into the cylinder here, so that way you'll be able to fit your new brake pads on here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mount this bad boy back up here, and my light is obviously there, but basically we're going to just mount that back up there. One other thing I wanted to mention was whenever you're installing the new pads, which I have here, you'll want to grease them up just so slightly with a little bit of grease, just you know, a very, very light coating, and apparently that will help you with brake squeal. So I know that's one of the most annoying things ever, especially if you have brand new brakes. You don't want to, you know, be having to deal with the squeal. So just light coating on here, and then we'll reinsert these back into you know, how we found them, and I'll show you guys when it's all buttoned up. All right, I'll say this for the benefit of people who have never changed brake pads before. So basically, you'll want to just insert these brake pads on, you know, one on each side with the ceramic kind of piece facing your rotor here, and then we'll want to set this basically back on here. You'll see there are two rubber grommets, and I need to find here it is. So we'll set that in there. You'll just kind of want to just get everything lined up to how it was before, and then get your large bolts and run them through as well. Okay, there's one, and here's two. And then basically I'm just going to hand tighten these. And then I'll use my wrench to finish tightening them. And there we go. Another note I would say is I highly recommend one of these adjustable wrenches. They're only like 10 bucks on Amazon. I'll probably throw one on the in the description. But these make your job so much easier. I really can't stress that enough.
Hey guys, so that brings us to the end of our video. As you see, I have to clean up now. So if you found this video interesting, please like and comment. You know, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you are looking to see more content like this. Thanks, and I'll catch you next time.